So let's get real, let's break this down. What Nintendo needs to do is to eliminate the battle mode moving forward in Mario Kart and bring in a Battle Royale mode. Let's discuss.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend,
What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru, man. Let's just jump into it. No breakdown. We don't need the breakdown. We know what we're doing here. We're going to discuss some Nintendo stuff, some stuff that's on my mind, and I want to get it out there. First thing, if you want to be a part of the Q&A, please leave a comment down below. I'm going to grab a bunch of questions that people have been asking me. Tomorrow, we're going to do a Q&A. We're going to discuss. We're going to talk about stuff. So jump in right now. You can leave the comment now. You can put the video on pause. Scroll down. Leave a question. I'll wait. I got nothing to do. Whatever. I'll be back. You do that comment and I'll be right back. So let's jump into this Mario Kart. Everybody loves this franchise, this series across the board. In the last Mario Kart on the Wii U, we didn't get a proper battle mode. It was kind of like a racetrack where you just kind of went around and you hit people with shells. So my mind started to think today. And I was like, man, what if Nintendo did a Battle Royale? What if they did their own version of Battle Royale utilizing Mario Kart? And I've talked about this a couple times on If We Ran Nintendo, and I believe the Nintendo PlayStation podcast, but I wanted to take it a little bit further. I wanted to go into details and kind of get into a deeper dive of how I think it should play out. I don't want a battle mode that's a Battle Royale. I want a race mode that's a Battle Royale. I want it to be a situation where Nintendo just goes, hey, this is what we're doing. We are going to put our own twist on the Battle Royale mode. We're going to spin it our own way. And what's the proper way? And I started to think back to NASCAR. So I used to be a huge NASCAR fan, probably about 5-10 years ago, where with the races and all that stuff. And what NASCAR used to do during the All-Star race was they used to do a thing where they would eliminate drivers. And what they would do is they would break the race down into like different segments. And then if you were in places like 20th to 15th, you were eliminated from the race after the first segment. Then what they would do is they would invert the field, meaning move people around to different spots. Like you were first, you went to last, you went to first, and they would move the thing. They would shuffle the field. Typically on like the second or final stage, they would invert the field. But then they would do another round, and then they would basically eliminate more people off of the list. And it would whittle itself down to the final stretch. And that's what I feel like Nintendo should do. So what they should do is, as you log into this Mario Kart Battle Royale mode, I would love it to be randomly generating and throwing numbers at you. Going like, you're going to start 20th, you're going to start 70th, you're going to be 50th, you're going to be 55th, whatever it might be. And you jump in, and that's where you start the race. Now, to do this properly, I think there's a couple things that have to happen. One, tracks are going to have to be specially made. They're going to have to be bigger to be able to handle 100 carts and all the chaos that's going to ensue. What I would like it to be is, you drop the green flag, you start going, and everybody's scrambling. And then like maybe a minute or so, you're just racing. No clock, no timer, no nothing. You're just racing. Then, the second that the minute is done, what they do is they then click a timer, pops up, and says, here comes the storm, or here comes whatever. And essentially what that would be is, maybe the track that you're driving on has like maybe a red haze to it, letting you know that like, man, you're in the danger of being kicked out of this race. And what I would like to see them do is, you start at 100, and every 2 minutes, eliminate 10 people. So you're racing, if you're a 90th, you're on the end, you're done. But if you're an 89th, well, you got a chance. And then boom, you got to get up there, you got to pass this guy that's ahead of you and get in to save yourself. And I think it's going to add to the frantic nature of Mario Kart tenfold and just make it chaos. It's so much fun to do. And then what I would like to see them do is to work these numbers down till we hit to the top 10. And then at that point, they would go, boom, here you go. It's a free-for-all. It's a 3-lap or a 5-lap or whatever it might be. It's a shootout for the race, for the end. And you got to go. And you're in the final 10, and here you go. And the winner would be the person that obviously ends the race in first place. So the final segment would be a typical Mario Kart race. That is, but it's only 10 people rather than your normal 12, and you just go for it. It's a free-for-all, you just have fun with it, you just go for it. The other thing that I think they would have to do is, so if you started the track and it was bigger, I think as each segment happens and you eliminate people, they'd have to make the track smaller. Not smaller, shorter distance. Because you would have to have something that's massive to spread out those 100 people. But as people start clicking down, you don't want to keep these tracks so massive that, you know, it's just out of control. I would think you would kind of want to tighten it so it keeps the frenzy going. If you have like an oval, but if you have track, they don't have the oval tracks in Mario Kart. Even the weirdest, closest to oval, it's not really an oval. But I would love to see them do this and take this notion and take it a step further and really push this idea a lot further as we go. But I like the idea of just the randomness of it, where you have every character that you've ever had in the Mario Kart franchise. Like, throw them into this. To me, this would also be a great update. It would take what you have with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and push it, in my opinion, push it much deeper until Mario Kart 9 comes out. In my opinion, they don't need Mario Kart 9 for another 5 years. Easily 5 years. So if that's the case, how do you keep people excited? Because this isn't a brand new game. This is actually from the Wii U. So my idea is you don't want to, like, you already had a game that sold 16 million copies. So how do you keep people invested in this game and coming back to it? And that's to put a little bit of a change to it. The community will tell you we have so much fun playing Mario Kart on a nightly basis. We jump in, we play, we have a blast. I'm yelling, I'm screaming, everybody's having a good time. This, to me, would take it to another level. This, to me, would make the battle mode, who cares about the battle mode? And it basically, it's Nintendo's own twist on things. And Nintendo could make money off of it. I mean, you could sell carts, you could sell special edition characters, things like that. Like, you could just be like, hey, for a limited time, we're going to have this, you know, Mario helmet or whatever. Maybe it's a gold helmet or whatever you could do. You could change things up a little bit. Maybe, and the other thing is in this mode, you can't race as characters. Maybe it's all me characters. So this way, it's kind of showing people who you are. You balance it enough that way, like, hey, your character is your character. Your carts are going to race like your carts. And that's just what it is. I think it could be a blast. There's so many things that you could do here. You could also take the Battle Royale mode and go like, hey, do you want to do just one race or do you want to do 4? And basically you could do like a series or a cup where it's you race 4 races and then the winner of, you know, you see who scores the most points and then it ranks overall what you did on 4 tracks. Maybe that's how you invert it. You go like, hey, if you finish it first this time, you're going to start in last and vice versa. You finish last, you're going to start first and then kind of spice up and change it over the course of 4 races. There's so much they could do. So many great ideas, and that's what I'm curious what you guys think. So if I was to say to you, here comes a Battle Royale mode for Mario Kart, where it's a race, right now, tell me what you would do. Tell me what you would like to do to spice up the experience of Mario Kart Battle Royale. A mode that's not even there. It's all in my mind, and the sad thing is it's never going to come, and I'm very depressed right now, and I'm crushed. I apologize for doing this to you guys, because some of you are probably like, this is an amazing idea, and some of you are like, just shut up, Bobby. This is the dumbest thing you've ever thought of. I don't know. So that is all. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Nintendo Guru Daily. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Follow me Instagram, Twitter, @Nintendo Gurus. That is all. Peace out, Preston.